Yep.
Hey everybody, it's Daphne Ali with Plus Talk Media. Thank you for tuning in. We are here at Big Girls Gotta Eat 2 here in Atlanta, Georgia. Our first guest is because you're the only man.
I'm the only man in the play.
Wow. So our first guest is Mr. Jeremy Webb. How are you?
Very well.
Thank you for doing this interview.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So tell me how you got involved with this.
Honestly, I was at school. I attended Shorter University, hanging out, and one of the writers, she was there in the library, and she approached me. She stopped me and said, "Do you act?" And I was like, "No." And she told me to give her a call to tell me about this production, and that's how I fell into it, to be honest with you.
So, from my understanding, this is kind of like a plus-size version of the vagina monologues. How does a man fit into that?
Well, what it is what they've been saying is vagina monologues meets for colored girls.
Okay.
So basically, it's the format is monologues. So that's where it fits into that. But then the message is a message for women, plus size women, black women, every type of woman. It gives those type of messages. The way a man fits in is a man still plays an integral role in the lives of women, whether it's positive or negative. So from a father standpoint, all the way down to a man is doing what wrong.
Okay. There's eight women? Or 7? Is it like 8 or 9?
Yeah, like 7. Yeah, I think the cast of 10.
How's it feel being the only man?
Oh, I love being on the man. I love it. I have a unique opportunity to use my talents and abilities to help make them shine more. By far, their training and their diligence and their dedication shines. I'm blown away every time we step on stage. I'm blown away at every rehearsal. So I'm happy to be a part of this to make them shine more.
Now I understand. I know this is the last show.
Tonight.
Been doing this since Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah.
How's it been? How's the reaction been? The audience?
Oh, it's been amazing. It's been amazing. We feed off the energy of the audience, but we also have to bring it either way. So we need internal energy to make it real. But say, for instance, last night, the audience laughed with us. They cried with us. They applauded. They celebrated with us. So it was awesome.
Okay. So about how long is your monologue? About how long is your monologue?
I have a few different ones.
Okay,
And
so y'all rotate kind of.
We rotate,
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
So what happens is that's what's so cool about it is each of us individually helping a story to mesh together, but we're each telling stories. A lot of mine is beautiful poetry, and I have to portray it not just poetical, but also in a way that's like a storyline.
Right.
And it gives me an opportunity to still be a man, though, because my messages are very pointed at the women from a man's perspective.
Okay.
That's perfect for me.
So, since this is your first time acting, do you think you'll continue?
Oh, I have to. We joke about it, but I definitely have the bug now. I've already started looking for that next thing, and of course, for me, anything Micah 68 Media, I'm gonna deal with.
Okay.
I want to be a part of that because the message is clear that we're trying to move people. It's bigger than just here today. It's really something that needs to reach the rest of the world. A clear message, a big picture message that's saying, let's stop treating people different because they are different. Let's embrace it. And that's what Toni Henson, the director, that's what she's all about. And it's clear, she's real. And she will tell you about yourself. And I appreciate that because she's helped me to grow to the point where people doubt that this is my first play. I'm like, wow, it's your first play? I'm like, yeah. And it's because of her direction and giving me feedback. So it's been cool.
So it's safe to say, this is the last question. I guess it's safe to say that you are I like to call us curvy. You are a curvy woman lover?
Oh, I love big girls.
Okay, love big girls.
Please.
You know, we don't do big girls too soon. We don't do the phrase big girls.
What
I'm just playing.
You know, I mean, I embrace that for sure because my upbringing was, my mom said, get a woman that's gonna move you intellectually. And
we can cook, because we like to eat.
And a woman that can cook. And if you ain't know, the brother like to eat. So yeah, I need that in my life. I need that in my life. And it's just real. You know, people are people. It's all good. And sometimes we carry stereotypes. Guy like me, like I'm into physical fitness. I like that. Everybody ain't into that. And I don't expect my woman to be just like me. Otherwise,
It's gonna be boring.
that's boring. I don't want another man. I need it. I need it. Need a woman for me. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey everybody, we're back with Plus Talk Media. I'm Daphne Ali, and I'm here with the director of Big Girls Gotta Eat Too. How are you doing this time?
I'm fantastic.
First, thank
so
you
excited.
very much for letting Plus Talk Media come and check out this play and interview all the actors. This is my first interview, so y'all are like my first project for Plus Talk
Oh,
Media.
we're excited. Oh,
We're
my
excited.
goodness. Wow, what an honor.
We are excited. I can't wait to get everything put together and send it to you so you can see on the cover.
Yeah.
So tell me, from you. I want to hear from you. How this all
Oh my goodness, we were hanging out at my house. We were celebrating my birthday, just a girls' night out, just talking. And Melissa, who's my sister's friend, she's a co-writer. Wanda is my sister, and Wanda also wrote some pieces. Wanda says you've got to read Melissa's poems. She's phenomenal. First one I read was "If God Were My Man," and the title in and of itself just blew me away. And then she talked about the love that God gives unconditionally, and it gave me chill bumps. And I said, Melissa, this is a play. And at that point, and I don't want to sound spooky, but at that point, I began to visualize what it would look like on stage. And then we went through another poem and another poem, and she said, I said, do you have any more poems? She says, yes, I have them online, but I also have a flash drive that I carry with me. So we stuck it in the computer, and I was just bringing up these poems, and I was like, Melissa, these are not poems, this is a message. So we started collaborating at that point, and that was over a year ago because my birthday's in March. And then Wanda, who's a writer, and Wanda and I, we've been doing plays since we were little. And I started a theater company. Yeah, and I started a theater company in 2004, an acting academy in Princeton. And God just blessed it, and it grew from 0 to 750 kids over a course of a 4-year period. So, and then as I was going through it, and I think this is my testimony, because I'm not young, but I've done everything, and I've always been searching for what it is that I want to do. But when I got to this acting academy, I realized that the actors always wanted to work with me. And I studied, of course, because I respect the craft before I even opened. And I studied, and I took as much information as I can, and I started reading. And before I knew it, words would come through me. And I say through me because I believe that's a gift. And it was just easy. And before I knew it, the people were doing what I saw, what I envisioned. And I said, I really realized that this is a gift. So I guess God, he has to just prune you, and he does things in his own time. So I was like 40-something at that time. So I was like, okay, this is a gift, and I really need to expand it. Before I knew it, the acting academy, it was 17 classes per week, 5 locations, and 2 summer camps. Wow. In like no time. And when you struggle all your life with different things, you're like, I want to do this, and then this comes, that, okay, yeah. I wasn't ready. Yeah. So now I said, I'm ready. So 2 years ago, I did this, let me know if I'm talking too much.
You're fine.
2 years ago, one of my acting teachers wrote a play called Once Upon a Dream. So we produced that here in Atlanta. It was an original production was at the Crossroads Theater, which is a Tony Award-winning theater in New Jersey. And I was a part of the cast. Didn't feel comfortable, but I felt as though I needed the experience. So she was my director, and awesome, Christy Adams, awesome person, great talent, writer. And then I said, listen, Christy, I said, I fell in love with the piece. I want to produce this in Atlanta. So we produced it in Atlanta. And that was a wonderful experience, and people were touched and moved. And then fast forward to when I was looking for another project, and that's when I met Melissa and Wanda, and we just started collaborating. Fast forward a year later now, more than a year, we're here with the most unbelievable cast that I could have handpicked. I mean, I couldn't have handpicked a better group of women.
The I'm shamelessly
I know.
gonna say I like watching other people's drama. It takes away from the little bit that I have. And I've been in the entertainment industry for a long time, so I know who Diddy is. And you have Miss Popper, and I'm just gonna go on record saying she was one of my favorites on I Want to Work for Diddy. How did you get Popper and involved in this?
We actually, we're in production and we need to open the house. Is that okay if we open the house right now? Is that okay? All right. Christina, can you tell them to open the house? Because the show has to go on even though you're doing interviews. So I thank you for that. Can you just tell them to open the house because it's past 2:30? So basically what I did was I reached out to several people, several big women in the Atlanta area, or plus size women in Atlanta area that I thought that the audience would like to see. And after we reached out to so many people weren't available, or they didn't get back to us, or they weren't interested. She enthusiastically, overwhelmingly responded. And I was so humbled by it because I thought, I'm like, she's in LA, she's busy, because she's super smart. I can tell you, she's got 20 irons on the fire. And she said, we can make this work. I have the dates, we can make it work. And I said, well, then it must be you. You're the one that should be the one that's in it. And then I worked with her manager, and who's absolutely wonderful, wonderful person to work with. And she wasn't a diva. I can get that right off the bat. When you're like, you're in the game, you're like, okay, what is she gonna,
Right.
But she was so down to earth. She was very amicable. She was very accommodating. She worked with us because we're not on Broadway.
Right.
When they have the $1 million budgets. So she was working with. She said, I believe in your cause. I believe in your in what you're trying to do here.
I found out about this through her.
Oh,
We follow each other on Twitter.
Okay.
She mentioned that she was going to be in town this weekend doing a play, and I'm like, what play are you doing in Atlanta? Because I'm going to be in Atlanta this weekend. And she gave me that information. She was like, DM me your information. I give it to the PR person. And So that's how all this got hooked up. So she definitely was promoting also.
wow. Well, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you wanting to be a part of it too.
I keep saying I'm excited, but there's nothing like this